Today's Drops of Inspiration was originally recorded in Portuguese by Ricardo Melo from the Namaste Institute on July 4th, 2017. These audio recordings are prepared by the Drops of Inspiration's volunteers. Our team of volunteers is always in need of help. Be a volunteer in this cause too. Join our Facebook group, Pílulas do Evangelho Transcrição or Pílulas do Evangelho Tradução, or simply just Drops of Inspiration. Join us there. Hello, my dear friends. Good morning, an excellent morning. We are starting, as usual, with a lot of joy, hope, and gratitude to the Lord for another day, our beloved Drops of Inspiration. Thanks to the good Lord and His will that shares this message, we're reaching over 100 countries every single day. With a lot of love and care for sure, we are together again today. But before I begin, let me express my great happiness. Last night, we went to São Paulo to participate on Rede Brasil de Televisão's Papo VIP show, RBTV, and talk about Drops of Inspiration on a TV show that talks about faith. Many people didn't have the opportunity to watch this show, but it was a very, very nice one. Very good indeed. But I was really happy because it was the first time we spoke to the entire country about the Drops of Inspiration on a TV channel. The nicest part is that my dear Amanda, the host, has been receiving these drops for a while now, but from her friends from Japan. Please note also, we're in the USA in Los Angeles, and that shows us the overall scope of the drops. I was very, very pleased, very happy. When I got there, everyone from the production had already heard about or received the drops. That was exciting. That was a really good thing. And even better, at the end, all the artists who were also on the show that night wanted to register themselves to receive the Drops of Inspiration. So, even more, Christ's message spreads around the human hearts, overcoming all kinds of barriers. May we stay together, my friends, showing this light over all humanity. That's great. That's the idea. Let's share it even more and more. My friends, on today's drop, I'd like to talk about a very special topic: coherency, consistency. To be coherent, to be consistent. To be someone able to really testify what you say, think, and do on your day-to-day. It's hard, isn't it? It's easier to say one thing and do another one, to think one thing and feel another one, instead of having this coherency, this moral scope that leads us to build a better world every day, and it aligns what we feel inside ourselves. Mother Teresa from Calcutta, this giant of love, once said in one of her unforgettable quotes, "More important than loving is how you love." Friends, pay attention to this sentence. More important than loving is how you love. It's really the quantity we dedicate to each act of love, because that's what is important. There's no use in merely love and say, I do this, I do that other thing. If you do something to others, for example, just to show off, that's not coherent. Just like people who don't give themselves, who don't donate themselves entirely, their love, their affection from deep down inside. Following the same idea, Mahatma Gandhi, another giant of love, of wisdom, and of peace, once said, "What is not said with conviction is much better and more important than a yes, merely just to please someone, for convenience, or to avoid further complications." Again, Gandhi talks about establishing limits, being morally coherent. By the way, this sentence is also his. You know a powerful human being by his ability to be coherent with what he thinks, what he says, what he feels, how he feels, and what he does. So, my dear friends, in order to build a better life, we have to learn how to say no firmly and with love to everything that doesn't make sense in our lives. There's no use in saying something with your mouth and another one with your actions. For example, some people say, I want to be happy, and tell everyone they want to be happy and act in an unhappy way, poisoning their body with drugs, poisoning their mind with a lot of toxic waste. What do you mean by toxic, Ricardo? I mean something like sorrow. What is sorrowness? It's toxic waste. It poisons your body, it poisons your social relationship, it poisons everything you have. Just like other feelings like anger, grief, all of them. If you say you want to be happy, you should be coherent, shouldn't you? It's not worth holding on to these feelings inside. I want professional success. I want to improve my material life in every area honestly and fairly. But on the first chance you get, you trick someone. On the first opportunity, you say bad things about someone just to look better than they do. Come on, what kind of coherence is this? You say one thing, but you do another one. So it's what Mother Teresa says. There's no use in doing something good just for fun. We have to truly donate ourselves while we are giving. With moral coherence, Gandhi invites us to say no to what doesn't make sense in our life, even if it bothers us, so you avoid saying the social convenient yes, which demands from us inner self-purification. Today, Tuesday, our Drops of Inspiration invites you to reflect. Have you been congruent with the happy life you desire? Have you been coherent? Have you had coherent and congruent postures? And are you conducting yourself to the harmonious like life that you really desire? Be honest with your heart. Eventually, the response of incongruity, the signs of incongruity you may find, are not supposed to make you sad. They are simply to, in a self-knowledge process, which also includes self-awareness, make you understand which part of your personality needs to be worked on immediately before it tricks you. Because we are capable of tricking ourselves, aren't we? We have a great ability to trick ourselves to reach our ego's desires, pretending that some things are coherent and aligned when they actually aren't. So, my friends, forget this story about incongruent parents, incongruent husbands and wives that say one thing to society and behave differently at home. Enough of religious leaders who have one way when they are inside their religious institutions and behave another way within their own family. Enough of being people who live one way to the world, but to the Lord and mainly to their own conscience are incongruent people that can't even trust themselves, unfortunately. And that's because they are not truly giving themselves to what they need to. Let's remember our beloved Mother Teresa from Calcutta. It's not the good work we do or how much good we do that makes the difference. It's the way we do it, the truth, the intensity that we put into it. Friends, even if to do so, remembering Gandhi, we have to say no with conviction to many things that disturb us. Remember that a no is much better than a convenient yes simply to please some other person. Bear in mind, my dear friends, there's no use in winning the entire world and losing your own soul. This is an extraordinary lesson from Jesus. Well, life and peace to your heart. May you have a wonderful day, freeing yourselves from the incongruities that move you away from the best version of yourself, so that your best version can surface in all moments of your existence. Thank you once more for sharing our beloved drops of inspiration all around the world. That's great. I also thank Rede Brasil for the invitation, and Amanda, my dear friend, for opening up this space so we can be together and more connected to this proposal of universal love. May God be with you all, my dear friends, and see you soon, really, really soon, with more coherence and love in everything that we do.